What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. If you guys are watching this right as I uploaded it, good morning. It is 10 after 8 in the morning on August 11th, 2018. Want to give my thoughts on the Detroit Lions versus the Oakland Raiders. It's our first preseason game of 2018. It's been a while since I talked about football. But before I get into that, I want to give some shout-outs out there. Hitman313, 313 JMO, Man Beast Morris, Everything King, the Ace Taker, which I haven't seen him around in a while. I hope you're doing really good, buddy. Craig Jockman, East Warren LB, Hammer Down 48, Michigan 1777. Goodness, there's a whole bunch of you guys. And I kind of watch all your content. I don't necessarily comment, but I watch all your guys' content. I think you guys are doing really well. You do a hell of a lot better job than I do, let's put it that way. But I kind of wanted to get some shout-outs, and I haven't done that in a while. And I'm just going to give my comments here. I hope you guys are doing really well. First thing that I thought of last night when I watched the Lions, I kind of passed out at about the third quarter, dude. My eyelids were getting heavy. I said I'll watch the highlights in the morning when it happened. The first thing that really caught my attention was the defense for the Lions, especially when they first started out there in the beginning. The defense, to me, kind of was slow to react. They were kind of letting a lot of first and second down yardage going on in Chris Spielman. If you caught the Lions feed off of, I believe it's Detroit 2. I think they were the Fox 2, the people that were doing the feed there for the Lions. That's what he had said. There was too much early first and second down plays that were going for big yardage chunks. They scored on their, I believe it was a field goal on the first one, and on the third or fourth session, they scored a touchdown. But the defense kind of looked a little lethargic there in the beginning, but as they started kind of going on, it kind of came around here real quick. That's kind of one of the big things. But we knew that defense was kind of a question mark anyway going into the season. So not really a big deal. There's got to work to be done, let's put it that way. And even Patricia even said so in the halftime comments. And he said it was something that they still need to work on. So Connor Cook for the Raiders looked really, really good to me. I know I'm not supposed to really talk about the Raiders being a Lions fan, but, I mean, that's something that stood out to me, that Cook is a damn good quarterback, and he got passed up by a lot of people. Mark D'Antonio for Michigan State really got him prepared for the NFL. That pro-style offense that he runs at Michigan State, it's the real deal, and you can see it. Connor Cook's a good quarterback, guys. I can't imagine him not being a backup for too long. I'm sure someone will come along and snatch him up when he becomes a free agent, or if a trade comes up and maybe it's a too good to be true trade. Just Connor Cook's he's a really good quarterback, guys. I mean, yeah, it's the first game, a rookie under his belt, all that stuff, but from what I've seen, he's going to do, I think he'll do pretty well for the Lions. On the other side of the football, Matt Castle and Jake Rudock, they need some more work. They need more time behind center. There was a couple of times where I thought there was one good drive that Matt Castle had with the Lions, but for the most part, they still need some time under center there. They kind of looked a little hesitant. I don't want to say hesitant. The word maybe is hesitant, but maybe sped up is kind of how the best I really can describe it. It kind of seemed to go too fast for him a little bit. Matt Castle's been around the league long enough where he shouldn't be doing that, but Jake Rudock, I could see doing that. After coming out of the first year, being a rookie and looking as possibly the potential that he had, coming into this season, kind of looks like he maybe took a step backward. But that is what it is. Maybe in Everything King's video, if you guys watch it, which he is by far way better than me, I'm just going to put it that way. He seemed to indicate that maybe the Lions, maybe on the first or second round worth of cuts, maybe looking at some quarterbacks and bringing them in and seeing how they look, maybe to replace Castle or maybe replace Rudock. Which, I don't know, maybe one game under 2018 season, maybe a little lethargic, or maybe a little, what's the time, not gun shy, but maybe firing the gun a little bit too early, maybe. I use that term. I want to see one more game before I just kind of just take the guys and kind of just put them off to the cut them. So, but that is what it is. I thought Hand looked good. Ragnow I thought looked really good. Crosby looked really good too. I thought they did a hell of a job. Abdullah looked good, and I was kind of the one to the detractors that said Wise Abdullah on the team. He's not doing very well. He has fumbleitis, all that sort of stuff. I mean, a lot of, and I'll use a term that, again, when I watched Everything's Kings video, he said we kind of turned our back on him. I was one of the ones that kind of turned my back on Amir Abdullah. If he can get his fumbleitis down and not drop the football, and he can do like that, be patient behind the line, make holes develop, I think he can be a halfway decent running back. Blount, I thought, maybe had a little rust to kind of kick off on him, but again, good, decent runner. Johnson, Kerryon Johnson, he had flashes too. I think he's a very good pickup for Detroit as well. Again, a lot like being patient, hitting the holes, that sort of thing. Really, really good for the Lions. The last thing I want to really talk about here is Tate. He was in the game a little bit. He only had one catch, and he came out because of his knee. I don't think it's really anything to be worried about, but it was something that I'd seen from those guys, or from Tate, excuse me. I just hope it's not anything more serious than maybe just hit him just right in the knee and it kind of gave him a stinger or something like that, or a little bit of pain there, and that's it. But, a couple of things the Lions really got to get. I think the running game is starting to come around. It still needs some work. The defense at the beginning of games kind of needs some work, especially in the preseason. But it's really only the preseason. It's the first game. It's the first real competition that the Lions have had. They just need some work under the belts. That's just more or less what it was. And, I mean, Matt Patricia he said the right things. They need to work on some things. Let's put it that way. So, guys, that's kind of my wrap-up for the Lions here right now. Yeah, it's a preseason game. Yeah, I didn't know everyone who was on the roster. You probably, half the people that you see here probably aren't going to be on the roster, except for, like, your Staffords, your Tates, your Kerryon Johnsons. I think Kerryon Johnson's going to make the team. All the people that were usually on last year are probably going to be on this year's roster in case something really bad happened or something out of the blue happened where they had to cut him. But I want to see what Game 2 brings, more or less, kind of see what changes have came, what maybe coming out of the gate better on defense, maybe working on the running game some more. I would like to see maybe a couple more bootlegs to get the quarterback free, to kind of make him look down the field and only have to do half the field instead of scan the whole field. I'd like to see a couple more bootlegs from Matt Patricia in the offense. Thought Jim Bob Cooter did decent job. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I really don't have any real qualms or, upset about anything. There was quite a bit of penalties, though, but it's a first preseason game. You're going to have that. A couple of those penalties were bullshit. Both penalties for the long runs. One's for Oakland and one's for us. They weren't holding penalties, guys. They just weren't. The refs just screwed up on the holding stuff. So, and it's the first game for those guys too. So I think you got to have them guys catch a break too. So they're kind of getting back into the groove of things too. So, guys, let me know what you guys think. Let me know, am I right? Am I wrong? Go ahead and put it down in the comments. I'm sure you guys will. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification for more videos just like this one. Guys, I got some stuff to do today since I came back from Mississippi. I got some housework to get done. Guys, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces, guys. Go Lions! See you guys.